Okay, Everything Must Go is a Will Ferrell dramedy, primarily drama, very little romantic comedy, where he plays a sales executive who, all on the exact same day, gets fired, relapses back into alcoholism because he was an alcoholic for quite a few years, and then when he goes home, all of his stuff is outside of his house. And there's a note. His wife has pretty much left him. So he then begins to kind of try to live his life in his front yard, which is illegal to do. So most of the movie is spent with Will Ferrell trying to figure out what to do while living in his front yard and drinking PBR. A lot of PBR. And then as he's going through that, he's trying to essentially get his life back in order. Because when everything happens on one day, you break your AA vows, you get fired from your job, and your wife leaves you and kicks you out of the house and puts all of your stuff in the front yard, changes the locks, everything. So a lot of it is just, it's him trying to get his life back. And it's weird because he does a really good job in dramatic roles. I'm not a huge fan of his comedy because he's just kind of an idiot. But in this more dramatic style role, the amount of comedy that's there is good, it's soft, and it's muted. It's not fall out of your seat laughter. It's that sort of, kind of, it's that almost kind of like, I should be laughing at this because it's kind of uncomfortable. It's a dude who currently is an alcoholic living in his front yard. Of course, he befriends the pregnant woman across the street who moved over earlier, waiting for her husband, and a black kid who kind of just roams the neighborhood most of the days. But they help him to get his life back on track. It's done really well. Sometimes, like when he gets the company car repossessed, he had to ride places on a bike. It's done well. It's got a decent amount of heartfelt moments to it. So ironically, Will Ferrell, as a serious actor, does a really good job. Much better than what Jim Carrey has done.